Hope you can believe it. I got cut off again. I only have 5 minutes on this free version of Screencastify, so we'll see how this goes. But we were adding these fractions. We first changed it from a mixed number to an improper fraction. Then we stacked the fractions. We got a common denominator of 42. And then we add the numerator. 72 and 21 is 99. And the denominator stays the same. And then we need to make this into a mixed number. This is why we practiced this earlier this week. This is an example where you might want to set up the long division strategy. 42 goes into 99 twice because 2 times 42 is 84. And then you can subtract and get 5. So it goes in 2 whole times. 15, excuse me. 2 whole times with 15 left over. 2 whole times, yikes. With 15 left over, and then you have to simplify that. Divide all of this by 3 because there's a 3 in 15 and 42. When you simplify a fraction, the whole number stays the same, and you'll be left with 5 over 14. That's a kind that where it's tricky to make it a mixed number. I don't know my 42s that well. One last example is this. It's a subtraction problem. I always start by stacking 12/15 minus 2/3. After I stack them, I get a common denominator. Now this one is tricky because you might think, oh, you could use 30 and multiply this by 2 and this by 10. You could do 45 and multiply 15 by 3 and 3 by 15. Or you could just use 15 as a denominator. You don't have to change the fraction. So for this one, I multiply by 1. And for the second fraction, I can just multiply by 5. And I keep my numbers as small as possible. This is an example of using the least common multiple is nice. And I'm left with 10 because 2 times 5 is 10. And this is where you have to be careful. It's a subtraction problem. So 12 minus 10 is 2. The denominator stays the same. I cannot simplify 2/15, so that's my final answer. Thanks. Have a good day.